Greetings everyone and welcome to the show that hopefully never ever ends. And of course, yes, it's 36 minutes past 2, 14:36 in 24-hour clock mode if you're extra wanna be posh. Well, if it sounds posh. But yeah, it's Quack Quack with it, of course, which is a stage name gimmick, whatever you like to call it here in 2023. Could change in the future, but of course for now it's staying as it is. So, of course, if you ever see the face behind the voice of Quack Quack, I can actually smell pot noodle, and it really stinks badly. But anyway, pot noodle does smell, and smell like a farmyard. But anyway, we're not here to discuss farmyards, although it might be unsuitable for a certain amount of people in this world. But of course, we try to entertain people as we go along here. We thought we'd do a video rather than going live, which I thought, well, maybe should I do a live, maybe should I do a video. I'm pretty much undecisive today, so I thought I'd just do a video. In the end, I decided to do that. I've got myself a sandwich. Well, actually, I didn't get it. Somebody brought it with me. Yeah, ham salad sandwich here in Norfolk is the price of £1.49. That's what you get for it. Yeah, you get what you pay for. But yeah, we did have a Friar's Delight. I had a sausage and batter and chips yesterday. Can't remember what the price was. I think the one next door will know that. The one that's done in the farmyard. Yeah, in the pot noodle smell. So that's what we had yesterday. But of course, yeah, I'm just giving you an update of what kind of things that we got up to. But I'm not going to tell you the intimate details, but of course I'll tell you just a rough sort of plan of what we did. And we bumped into an old friend of ours as well. We're not going to mention any names because it's that person's birthday today, which lies, or happens to lie, on this very date that I'm recording now, which is Friday the 14th of July, 2023. Yeah. So,
I've seen some Havel people.
Someone's been spotting us from Haverhill.
Yeah.
Do you know their names?
Yes.
Who?
Shirley and Andrew.
Shirley and Andrew.
Sheila, you know, mine person.
Oh, those people.
Yeah, and other people that they know down Havel.
Yeah, that's the voice of Julian, by the way, who's behind the scenes at the moment. So, yeah, he's my producer. So, yeah, perhaps he can host his own show at one point. So, somebody by the name of Sheila and Andrew bumped into Julian earlier. It wasn't me, by the way. I'm just checking the time. The reason why I'm checking the time here is because I need to get to the bank before they start closing accounts. But anyway, let's not think about that right now. So, yeah, what we wanted to tell you is that, of course, we did have breakfast. Julian had the big one, which resulted in over £10 at the Christopher's. Same place where he had his breakfast. I had the breakfast as well, which was about £7.95, including the tea, which I actually asked for extra kind of, you know, coffee cream kind of stuff, which you can have for cream tea if you ask it. You only get 2 sachets. Well, it's not sachets, it's just kind of cups, and they look like these, and this is probably the same company. But yeah, these are Lake Land here, which are the same company of the Viva milks that you buy in Iceland, which is the long life type of milk. I think people get mixed up with the main type of milk and the long life ones. But yeah, once opened, according to those cartons, you have to consume within 3 days. If you have Cravendale milk, I think it is, or Cravendale, I think it's pronounced, which is the more expensive milk, which is over £2 or something like that in Iceland or most places like that, and they last about 7 days once opened as well. But anyway, let's talk about something else. So, yeah, we arrived yesterday, Friday the 13th of July 2023. But what we did do is end up in Great Yarmouth bit later than planned. The reason for that, it's not because I was late. That obviously didn't help, but of course that was another thing altogether. But arriving in Great Yarmouth on the X11, of course, took a little bit of time due to the traffic, and I don't understand what it was with people being a bit slow on the roads. I don't know why they were holding up traffic. It might have been the traffic lights, it might have been the vehicles they're in. I don't know what the reason behind that was, but we eventually got here with the bus moving at a slow pace. But we got to the troll car, and then we went on the number 2 and had a little bit of a ride round, and I felt flat on my backside, really shattered completely, which is a kind of slang word for knackered. Well, actually, knackered is a slang word, but of course, basically putting it another way, it is sort of tired out or exhausted. But yeah, that's if you want to be extra posh and call it normal words. But rest assured here, we do have possibly a plan of one live. I don't know where in Great Yarmouth it's going to be, but it's going to be somewhere in Great Yarmouth, because we are in actually Great Yarmouth right now. Might as well give the game away now. But yeah, depends on the weather, because apparently it's going to be quite windy and blowy everywhere. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. But of course, yeah, it depends on how bad and strong the wind is as to what kind of type of live we do. But that's the rough plan. You've always got to have a rough plan. Fail to plan, plan to fail. I think that's the business strategy on that one. By the way, if anybody does want to support the channel, they can do by PayPal link, small letters, nclouds@hotmail.co.uk, or of course the GoFundMe, which of course some people have used that link, and we do appreciate that. And of course we get it about a week's time for the donations, but they do reach us, which is very kindly gifted towards us. But I do want to say a shout out to and a mention to a couple of people that I spoke to. Of course, they spotted me in Sudbury about a week ago, and when it was nice and sunny at the Sudbury bus station, they were talking to us, and there's a photograph of them, a little bit of them with me. The photograph wasn't great because we were rushed for time. It was Pete and Cherie, who I believed lived in Haverhill for quite some time, but moved out to Australia. So they have been watching us since lockdown, and we appreciate their, viewing expertise, for watching us, basically. That's another way of putting it. Well, I think I've actually put it wrong by saying viewing expertise. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, for watching us for a long length of time, and we didn't even know what their names were until they met us recently in Sudbury. But thank you very much. I appreciate the support as well, and thank you very much for sticking by us as well. So yeah, thank you to all the subscribers that have stuck by us, and it really means a lot towards the channel, and keeping that thumbs up as well it's very vital as well. It helps boost our subscribers to a long way. We do need to get to more, but of course, it seems to stay stuck on what it is at the moment. But if you can tell your friends about our channel or touring with us, the more the merrier that know about us, and the more that can discover our channel, that kind of thing. But yeah, it is free of charge to subscribe, but of course it's optional for a donation towards the upkeep of the channel to keep us going. Of course, without your help, we can't do what we do right now, and we appreciate those people that have in the past. I'll name a few, of course. I think it's Steve Bradley, is it? I believe it is. Yeah, who's on my Facebook account and has been for quite some time. Leonard Clark, I haven't actually spoken to him for a while. And who else was it? Yeah, I just can't think of his name right now. But yeah, I'll come up to it in just a moment. Perhaps I'll turn the camera off and then I'll remember it. So back to where I was. Steve Bradford, not Bradley, but yeah, I have to correct that. Do apologise, Steve, if you're watching. But yeah, Bill Taylor is another one, and Leonard Clark, as I mentioned, they're all the past donators. And of course, Nicky Gibbs, who donated £2 to us, a little tiny bit to us many years ago, a couple of years back, I think it was, as a special donation. And that was from a moderator as well. So, yeah, and of course, Pinky, who has given a little sort of bits as well, bits and bobs. And not to forget to mention, of course, another moderator and organ player as well. Occasional one-time organ player, freelance organist from the NAR show, which is a nice and relaxing show by the name of Giuliani. And, of course, that is a stage name. I'll just call him that for now. There's been several yeah, I can't say the word, but yeah, I don't know what your latest one is. I've forgotten it already. It was Krabby, but it's not anymore. I know what it is. It's Giuliani buzzing, because he's got a buzzing organ effect on his organ. If anyone knows about that, let us know in the comments. We're going to leave that racing for your mind right now, and of course we're going to eat our sandwich. Well, it's not going to eat itself, is it? So anyway, yeah, let's have a bit of fun. Let's turn the page, and of course let's start a new leaf.